what do you think is similar between this and a Tata Punch EV? Well, they both have a similar sized battery, but this is not even an EV. If anything, this is on the opposite spectrum of the automobile segment. Say hello to Mercedes' newest launch in India, the E53 AMG 4MATIC Plus. If you thought that name was long, well, I have not even mentioned the last and most important part of it, and that is PHEV, or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Now, in 2001, we saw E53 for the first time in India. It came with a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine. You get a similar sized engine, this one too, but now it's more powerful and more efficient. And more than that, it now comes with a full additional electric motor and a full-sized 28.6 kilowatt-hour battery. It will allow the owners of this AMG to drive the car in electric-only mode for nearly 75 to 80 kilometers in the real world while doing 3-digit speeds. So even if you are not in the market to buy a car that costs upwards of 1.2 crore, stick around to find out what money can buy. My name is Girish Karkera. You're watching Carandbike, your first choice when it comes to the world of cars and bikes. So as the name suggests, this is based on the E-Class, the 6th generation E-Class, but not to be confused with the one sold in India, which is the E-Class long wheelbase. This is based on the standard E-Class, which is sold abroad. So what it means is, it is shorter in overall length. The wheelbase is also lesser. It sits a little lower, but is slightly wider to give it a more road-hugging presence. In terms of design highlights, there are AMG specific elements such as illuminated radiator trim, independent front apron, wider front fenders that house 20-inch wheels, and night package that includes dark chrome strips in the door handles for the first time. AMG cues continue at the rear in the form of a rear apron with diffuser and a spoiler lip. Quad round tailpipes indicate the performance nature of the car. LED tail lamps with star graphics and E53 lettering with red surrounds complete the look. Unmistakably Mercedes is how this cabin looks. It's busy, sporty and cozy. High quality materials and error-free fit and finish adorn the interiors of the car. Considering owners of these cars are mostly not going to be chauffeur-driven, unlike the E-Class long wheelbase, a lot of unique highlights to spot at the front start with the AMG performance steering and displays. Mercedes fans may notice that unlike the twin display fused into one in the previous car, the new car has got a more distinctive pair. The instrument cluster is similar, but the infotainment screen is now totally disjointed and set low. Like in all modern Mercs, black man-made leather with sporty red inserts and additional AMG seat graphics add to the luxury feel. There is a noticeable lack of legroom compared to its more civilized sibling. The floor height isn't raised though, as the battery is restricted to the space under the boot. This has reduced boot space a bit. But if you are a true performance enthusiast, remember, always travel light. So now to put the show on the road, this E53 AMG, by virtue of being a plug-in hybrid, can start in stealth mode, which is the electric-only mode. Probably the most undramatic of AMG starts. However, there is a nice tone that comes from these 17-speaker Burmeister system. It's all ready and I can see it on my screen. This is electric-only mode, but if you want to change it and you want a little bit more drama, there's a dial on your steering wheel which you can turn to Sport. Well, there's a slight hum from the engine, or Sport Plus, which will make it a little bit more louder. But I have to admit the sound is mostly inside the car and not outside. I'm going to put it back into electric mode to see how this will drive. Now, with the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine, the E53 makes around 577 brake horsepower at its peak. You can take it to 608 if you want a race start. Now for the race start, all you have to do when you start off with the car is you press the brake pedal with your left foot, put the drive mode into Sport or Sport Plus, then floor the throttle and release the brake. Instant acceleration 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. But suppose you're not on the track, and what is really useful for most drivers during the daily drive is the 750 Newton meters of torque. Now that's a lot by any car standards, and being a performance car, that really helps. Now what really works when it comes to an AMG like the E53 is how this body complements this power. It builds speed with remarkable ease. The sports steering weighs up fine. The brakes need a little getting used to because they feel very firm and not very progressive as you would expect on an E-Class. It's almost as tough as probably is on most sports cars. Now, I'm not sure how many sedan owners will like that, but it doesn't need a lot of getting used to. What also helps the more driving experience is that it comes with adaptive damping systems that control the pitch and motion on all the 4 wheels. So that really helps, along with a stiff chassis, to keep the vehicle stable at most speeds. Now, generally speaking, it feels quite agile. You don't get the heaviness or the bulk that you get probably in the regular E-Class. This feels more energetic, more sprightly, and quick lane changes don't really bother it. The sports steering wheel is nice to grip and it weighs quite nicely, and that is really what you like on these AMG cars. While I've not been able to test it on a track, I'm sure it's going to be fun. On public roads, well, within the limits, if you keep driving it, it tends to do well. So power initially goes only to the rear wheels like in most E-Classes. The 4MATIC comes into play only when necessary. And this is going via a 9-speed automatic that is remarkably quick as well as efficient. While this is a shorter wheelbase than the E-Class that we get in India, it is further helped by the presence of rear axle steering, a 2.5-degree turn that helps you when you're making quick turns in small spaces as well as in high-speed corners. Easily the most fun E-Class on sale in India. This has been the year of plug-in hybrids. We've seen quite a few launches in India, including Mercedes, which got the new S-Class with a proper hybrid. This is also a plug-in hybrid. So as you can see, it has a 60-liter fuel tank as well. Importantly, compliant up till E25. But the more important thing is on the left side, where you have the charging port. Now this comes with an onboard charger which is there in the boot, and this can be used even at a DC fast charger. Now, this generation of the E53 AMG was actually launched globally some 2 years ago, so it has taken some time getting to India. This isn't the most hairiest of AMGs, but it is like a middle path for someone who's looking for extreme performance but without the hassle of, say, something like a stiff ride. Being a 4-door performance car, it actually means that it's one of those machines that you just don't brag about but also share with your family and friends. Of course, this cannot match the brutal power of an E53 AMG with its Halo V8, but what it can do is offer a thrilling experience that can be mental as well as practical.